subscribe. Tariq Radio. Like and subscribe.
Money was intended to help small businesses, but it went to fancy cars and property. Fox 5's Denise Dillon talked to the U.S. Attorney for the Northern District of Georgia about the case.
Carl Torjagbo used some of that money to buy this house. Authorities say he cheated the government out of millions of dollars so he could lead a lavish lifestyle.
Torjagbo is a fraudster from Marietta.
During the pandemic, Carl Torjagbo got a $9.6 million Paycheck Protection Program loan. On top of that, he filed fraudulent tax returns that generated a $3.4 million IRS refund.
That's $13 million of money obtained from the federal government through fraud.
He spent that money on this home in East Cobb, land in Northwest Georgia, a number of high-end vehicles, a down payment on a 72-foot yacht, and plastic surgery.
Got himself $15,000 worth of gladiator abs.
Torjagbo was able to get the PPP loan, claiming he had a company, Coverup Industries.
Coverup Industries was running a gold mine in Ghana.
The company was fake, and so were the hundreds of employees he said worked for him.
According to Torjagbo, 493 people who were living in the United States but working a mine in Ghana. And he identified by name a number of those employees to the banks. Individuals like Keanu Reeves, Gene Hackman, Oliver Twist, Jon Snow. This was really a notorious fraud.
While it may seem almost comical, the money Torjagbo received was meant to help small businesses that were barely getting by during COVID.
But it's horribly offensive that this was money meant to help struggling Americans, and it was wasted and abused by this criminal.
Torjagbo will be sentenced in November. The maximum he could receive, 170 years. In Marietta, Denise Dillon, Fox 5 News.
Queen in the building, Queen. Miss Queen, hop on in.
What's up, Tariq? It's Queen from Aberdeen reporting on the African booty scratcher scamming news tonight.
Now what's going on with in the streets out there?
So in the streets out here, we have give me one moment here. He is they're saying he's from Marietta, but we all know he's a tether. He has been convicted after a week-long trial of stealing $9.6 million in PPP loans, $3.4 million in tax fraud, and his name is Carl Delano Torjagbo, aka Carl Lucius Delano.
Oh.
So yes, definitely keep your socials to yourself, guys, and make sure you watch out for those scamming African booty scratchers.
Well, they supposed to whack hide. This how they whack hide? They come in whack hide? Well, every time I turn around, there's some kind of scam going on with some of these non-FBAs. It's amazing. Marier, I think that's your name. Miss Marier, you want to unmute your microphone, ma'am? Miss Marier, if you can unmute your mic, that would be great. Hello? Hello? Oh, okay. That must be some dude. Okay, that must be a transgender somebody. Scared to say something. Okay, that's some trans dude running some account. All right, so we got to watch out for that person. So y'all don't go to that page. I think it might be a dude. All right, real funny style. He tried to get up twice, and I let him on, and ain't saying nothing. He don't want you to hear the bass in his voice. That's why he didn't speak. All right, let me get some more people in here. Nikki the God, I see you down there. And I'm not knocking the transgenders. If you need to get your money, get your money. But, don't be up here playing games. It's not that kind of party here. All right, now, if you need to spread something open to get you a little rent, hey, who am I to judge? All right, let's get the big Jew. Let's get the big Jew in the building.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hey, first of all, I just gotta say, boy, you funny as hell. What Shannon say? Ooh, I'm still here for the winter. Hey, that shit funny as hell. That shit's so funny. But nah, I wanted to say, did you see that interview with Shannon and Damon Wayne when he said, man, look, when you start reaching certain levels in the Hollywood circles, they try to distance you from like all your family and black folks, and they try to keep you around white folks. Can you expound on that? Like, have you heard about that at all?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what they do. Yeah, they when they want to rock with you, boy, they'll get you isolated and they'll try to bring you in certain circles and all that stuff, and if you got that third eye, you will realize that that's kind of a trap. You'll realize that's kind of a trap when they try to pull that. They try to bring you into some of them circles, some of them Hollywood parties and all that stuff. That's one of the reasons why, look, when in 2010, that's when I was doing, um, I was, I had like three network pilots that I was working on. I had like a few pilots. The networks were throwing money at me to do mainstream television. They wanted me to do mainstream television. And it was like I was working with three different networks. They were just throwing money because they test out certain personalities and they can see who has what's called Q ratings. Y'all heard me talk about this before. In Hollywood, certain people they measure. It's something called the Q rating. They measure how much audiences like you and how long people tune in to watch you. And the network saw that I have a very high Q rating. People just like to tune in whenever I'm on. They just like to watch and hear what I have to say. I got one of those personalities that people just happen to like. That's why these lives always lit. You understand? We got the most popping lives here on Twitter. The Twitter space is always the most lit. People just like to chop it up. They like to come in hear what I gotta say. So the networks like that, advertisers like that. So they were like, we want you to do some relationship shows. And that's cool. But in those circles, when you start getting in them Hollywood circles, you see less and less black faces. And that's by design. But they're very friendly, they're very nice. But my thing was at the time, 2010, I didn't like the images that Hollywood was putting out of black people. Yeah, you treat me nice, but yeah, I'm sitting with some of these producers. Y'all just distributed the movie The Blind Side and The Help and all that. Remember, those movies were the ones that were popping at the time. Precious and all of these weird ass black trauma movies. I wasn't feeling that. I wasn't feeling that at all. So I'm like, um, we have to have something to offset those movies. Now, if I do a television show, it won't really offset that. I'm just, you know, doing something to be doing something to get a check. And the thing is, the money that y'all giving me, I get that money off the damn streets. That was always my mindset. So I had the mindset of not going into the grocery store hungry. Yeah, I didn't go up in there hungry. I wasn't starving. But I'm like, this little money y'all giving me, I used to get that on my own real quick. So I put that shit on hold and I said, you know what? I'm gonna do something that's needed. I'm gonna do something that's needed, something that's never been done before. I'm gonna do a Black History film that goes in. I'm talking about go all the way in, but I can't get the funding from Hollywood because if they get they fund it, it's gonna be some janky shit. They're gonna have to call the shots. So around the same time, 2010, something had just came out called Kickstarter, crowdfunding. That was very new. It just came out. And I said, okay, let me try this medium. And we crowdfunded for the first Hidden Colors, and the rest is damn history. That shit took the hell off. Now, I didn't know it was going to take off, but it was an experiment. It was something that I felt needed to be done. We needed to do it. And it's never been done before. I didn't know if it was going to fail or be successful, but I said it has to be done. We have to have something for us that the dominant white society ain't really got their hands in like that, where they're not controlling it. We got to have something that they're not controlling. I know how they get down in Hollywood. We got to control this all on our own. And that's what we did, man. And I'm very proud of us as a community for doing that, because we created a whole movement. The whole woke movement came from the Hidden Color series. That's where the whole woke movement came from. So we just changed the whole paradigm, you know. So and you know what's interesting when people say, well, especially some of the non-FBAs, Tariq, you were pushing Pan-Africanism with Hidden Colors. Now you hate us. Number one, I don't hate nobody. Number two, I've never pushed Pan-Africanism. And that lie, I don't know where that, that's some tether lies. I ain't never in my life claimed to be no Pan-Africanist. Ever. Never, ever, never, ever, ever. I've never, ever, ever claimed to be no damn Pan-Africanist at all. Never, never, never. I'm about Black unity. I'm all about Black unity. Wherever I go in the world, if I see some Black folks, I'm going to unify with you. That ain't Pan-Africanism. We need to leave the hell of America and go back to the motherland. No. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Because that's Pan-Africanism. I ain't been on that. But I'm still Black unity, global Black unity. When I go to the UK, if they let me back, I still got love for the UK folks. When I go back to Africa, I got love for the people over there who's cool. If you're a rider, I got you. You know, I still go back and forth to the Caribbean. I got love for the Caribbeans who are riders. That has not changed. I ain't changed on that. Now, the tethers over here, when y'all send tethers here, oh, the time is up for them. It's up with tethers. The tethers are going to get this business, because the tethers have been the main problem. See, that's what we had to identify: the tether class, the people coming over here undermining our ass. That's been the problem. Most of the people that's on the continent, a lot of them are cool. Most of the people in the Caribbean, they're pretty cool. But the minute these Sambos get across the damn border over here, all of a sudden the bucking of the eyes, and no, we got too much Samboing and tethering over here. And we had to get some straightening, because yeah, it became a problem. Cats out here undermining the hell out of us. Did y'all see a video? I put up a video of this woman. I put up a video of this woman. She's from Ghana. Did y'all see the video on my timeline? This woman from Ghana. Um, this woman was talking about how foundational Black Americans are jealous of her. Dude, and it went viral. People were like, what the hell? But yeah, this Ghanaian immigrant woman was talking about how jealous we are of her. I'm gonna talk about that in a second. Let me get some more calls in here real quick. I'm gonna talk about that video in a second, because I gotta break that down. Justice, hop in. Now, Maria, why do you trying to get on, Maria? You're not saying anything. What's up, Justice? Justice,
Oh, thank you, man. Thank you, Tariq. Thank you, Tariq.
how you doing, Just?
Man, I'm hanging in there, man. Peace and blessings to the family, man. Speaking of white supremacy, man, just give me a minute or two. I've reached out to you, sent you a few emails, Tariq, about my son there. My son was killed by some white
Oh,
supremacists.
damn. Now, where was that?
Once this happened in Albuquerque, New Mexico. We from Jersey. My son's a captain of the high school football team, captain of the basketball team, and he followed his father's footsteps. I'm a former Marine, and he 28-year-old kid, man, and God was just a partier, and He was shot by some guys in his own unit
Oh,
out in Albuquerque, New Mexico, 15 times in the back.
damn.
Yeah, on his birthday. He was 28 for an hour and 35 minutes, man. And and I reached out to you. I spoke to Arthur over the phone. We had some bad timing. I was trying to reach out, to get the story out a little more. The Air Force been covering it up for 5 months. It's happened February 22nd. My son, like I said, 1:35 in the morning. He was going back on base. They pulled him over for some fugazi talking about some expired credentials, and the guy belonged to the base. How you have expired credentials and you belong to the base? My son was a partier. He wasn't no Sambo. He stood on business, and they've been covering it up. The investigation is still not done, and I just reached out to the family, just for voice
Yo,
support, and try to get the story out there. The lawyers, I had to get rid of Benjamin Crump and his people. They just wasn't taking the family serious, about this. How you get shot 15 times in the back and one in the stomach. And it's been total disrespect to the family, man. You know what I mean? Like I said, former Marine, and here my 28-year-old son shot
what's
15
the
times in the back. Just
excuse on why he got shot? What's the official excuse? 'Cause-
basically, like I said, it was 1:30 in the morning. He was pulling back up on the base. It was his birthday. He was going to pick up a friend. He had some friends in his room, in his dorm room. And it's been some hazing and some bullying going on from what I gathered. I went from Jersey out there to New Mexico 3 days after the situation happened. And what I gathered was they pulled him over at the ID gate, the gate in which he worked for 4.5 years. So the people on the gate knew him. And apparently he was pulled over for what we gathered was expired credentials. Okay, and I'm thinking that some hazing or some bullying took place at this checkpoint, and and it just spiraled out of control. And they said my son had a gun, and he took off. Whatever happened, we don't know what started the situation. So whatever happened started. My son took off, and they killed him outside the base.
Mm,
15, 15 shots in the back, and what I'm gathering, it was with an AR-15 rifle. And from where my son body laid at, it's on a downgrade, like going downhill. So these white supremacists had time to set up as my son is running outside the base. He was security forces, so he knew getting off the base, they're supposed to get with the local PD, and they take over the scene and assess, what happens next. They didn't even wait. They just started firing bullets. I got some certain reports. My son didn't have any GSR on his body. You know what I mean? So where did he fire a gun
right,
at?
right.
They put the stuff in the newspaper out there. The straight steal the credibility. That's how the feds do. The first thing they do is steal your credibility. And and then, they put the stories out there. Oh, he had a cocaine charge. My son's a partier. It's 2 years ago. That charge. Then they said it was drugs found in the car, not saying if it was marijuana. Just total disrespect to my son. He still volunteered for service.
Mm,
Know what I mean? And he was on his way home. We was all expecting him to come home. And now 15 shots in the back 5 months later, still no answers. You know what I mean? So, it just been a long story. So, like I said, Tariq, I reached out to you via email. You should have a few emails from me. There's a TikTok video up of the attorney. The attorney's out of Philly. And, we've been trying to get that to go viral, trying to put some pressure on the Air Force to finish that report. And then they tell the family that after the report is done, we got to file a Freedom of Information Act to get a copy of the report. So they just been delaying this and disrespecting the family.
right.
My son wasn't no Sambo. He stood on business. He stood up for himself. You know what I mean? And the kid liked to party. He's a 28-year-old kid. What 28-year-old kid doesn't like to party, man?
Right,
You
right.
know what I mean? And they was upset because they couldn't brainwash.
Look up some more information about the story, man. But thank you for calling in, and man, respect to the family and condolences to the family. Just I can feel your pain, brother. Just losing your son, and I got 3 sons, and I can imagine, brother. Condolences, and our hearts go out to you. And I know you definitely want closure with that situation. And I'm gonna check your emails out and look into it. as well. But yeah, that's some real janky, funny style shit. Let me see. Let's see. Beth. Let's get Beth in here. Bigoted Beth. What's happening, Bigoted Beth? Bigoted Beth, unmute your microphone. Bigoted Beth, where are you, ma'am? Let's unmute your mic. All right, while we're waiting on Bigoted Beth, let's get Ox. Ox, hop on in. Mr. Ox. Oxymonis or something like that. Ox, where you at? All right. Ox ain't saying nothing. All right, let me try. Maria, this is the last time. You got to get on or I'm going to block you. All right. Maria, get on and say something or I'm going to have to block you for like trolling and trying to promote your page. Maria, you want to speak? All right. Maria, Beth, or Ox, either one of you. All right. Let me get, uh, let's get Zay in the building. Miriam, yeah, I'm gonna just block you. Yeah, you can't get on no more.
Oh, it's not Mom.
What's up, Zay?
Hey, what's up, Tariq?
How you doing, brother?
I'm doing great, brother. How are you?
I'm good, man. What's going on? What city you in?
I'm in Jersey. You remember me, right?
Not really. I don't. We talked before?
Yeah, yes, sir. I'm FBA.
Okay, there you go.
Both parents FBA, but that wasn't the reason why I got honestly to the brother from Jersey who spoke on his son. That really touched home. I didn't even know about that story, and I'm in Jersey.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, the real reason why I got on is I wanted to ask about Hidden Color 6. Like, what's going on with that? Sorry if that's a little bit off topic. I know you guys were talking about Shannon Sharp.
Oh yeah. We're still working on it. Yeah, um we're in mid production on it now. We're still editing. It's so much footage because we interviewed a lot of folks. So yeah, we're still working on it. We're still grinding on it. So yeah, it's coming. I'm gonna keep people posted on that. So Beth, are you in here, Beth? Bigoted Beth. Let me get Bigoted Beth out of here. And Ox, since you ain't saying nothing, let me get you out of here. All right. Let's get y'all raise your hands if you're ready. Let's do that. If you're ready, raise your hand. Smash and go. Are you ready? Because a lot of people be requesting and then they don't say nothing. All right. Smash and go. Are you ready? All right. Let me talk to my brother FBA Furball, who's out. Why? Let me talk to Fur because I wanted to talk to him last night. Brother Furball, what's up, bro?
My nigga, I'm just out here giving you a shout out, letting I heard you yesterday on live, and you gave me a shout out when I came in, and I just want to let you know everything doing good out here. Um, can you hear me, brother Tariq?
I can hear you now. You're on Oahu, right?
Nah. But why I left Oahu about 4 years ago. I'm out here on Big Island now. I'm on the Big Island. Well, I think you should come in, because you say you do a lot of writing, and Oahu, you ain't gonna be able to get your peace mode on like you would where I'm at. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Oahu has changed. It's too cityfied now, man. Like
Yeah, man.
I was in damn downtown LA. Just the vibe was off. But how's everything with you, man? You safe out there?
Well, I'm real safe out here, Tariq. I'm doing my thing right now. I wrote something, and I wanted to. The reason I wanted to let you know that I'm doing good, and also if I send you a package with my name, FBA Furball, on there to the Hidden History Museum, will it get to you?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Awesome. All right, big breast. I just want to let you know I'm doing good, and shout out to the family. And hey, what can I give a shout out to Black Alpha Network and a congratulations to my boy doing 3,500 on the live on the YouTube. I can't believe I watched this boy grow from 1,000 to 3,500. To Rick, he cooking up there on that YouTube. So y'all make sure y'all subscribe to Black Alpha and give a donation to the Hidden History Museum. And that's it. This nigga Fur Beezy, and I'm out.
All day. All day.
My nigga.
Black Alpha and Afro Elite, those brothers be cooking straight up and down. They be cooking. I saw a space earlier. It was boy, they were it was some of the FBA brothers were killing these white supremacists. I don't know whose space it was. I just happened, I was just kind of scrolling and I just stumbled into a space and boy, they were giving the white supremacists the business, boy. Uh, was I can't think of who the brothers was. It was boy, y'all were killing them white supremacists. Y'all were tearing their asses up and they were getting all mad because y'all were hitting them with logic. But I forgot whose space that was. I just kind of stumbled into it earlier. But that is what it is. Let's get Smash and Go. Are you good?
Hey, how you doing, Tariq?
I'm good, Smash. How are you, brother?
I'm doing all right. I'm FBA on my mother's side and my father's side, and also shout out to the FBA family.
Yes, sir.
And I just wanted to give you a quick shout out, man, for the work that you're doing. And it definitely keep me on point and on code. And I just wish a lot of good, more better things for our FBA family in the future.
Yes, indeed, man. I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. Let's get crypto. Crypto, hop on. Crypto, hop on. Crypto D. How you doing, man?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Just stuck in the rain right here at home.
What country are you in?
I'm from Nigeria.
Okay. So what's on your mind? What's on your mind, crypto?
Hello, you said?
What's on your mind, brother? What's on your mind?
Uh, Nothing much. Nothing much. Yeah, I do some tree stuff. I do farm affairs. I share them as well. And I'm into yapping now, Kai too. Yes, kind of stressful. So I need followers, comments, engagers. That's all I need. It's kind of hard having engagers, though it's not easy though. I know I'm gonna get there, so I just keep doing what I'm doing.
Man, you're going to get your ass off here. Lord. First, I don't know what you're saying. Second, your phone connection is hella janky. He's in the bushes somewhere. Third, he's out here trying to get followers. He's trying to run a finesse. Sounds like I need followers. I need a passport. I need a 90-day fiance. Nigga, bruh, come on. You just walk right into the stereotypes. Come on, brother. Come on, crypto. Shit. I'm trying to give you the benefit of the doubt, brother, but you just everything is all scammy. At least I need a social security number. Uh, I need a wife. I need a residence in a PO box. I need a bank statement. Okay, damn, I'm calling them making demands like a damn kidnapper. Damn, brother. All right. I bigoted Beth. Are you in here, bigoted Beth? I try to let you on and you disappear. What's up, bigoted Beth? Beth, unmute your microphone, Beth.
Oh, hello.
There you go. What's going on with your phone, Beth?
Well, no, it's yours too.
Really?
I was trying to say hello
Okay.
and it was cutting me off.
Uh
That's terrible. That's racist.
oh.
I was trying to be white and you cut me off. Oh my God.
So you're not white no more?
Oh, hell to the no. You know
Uh-oh.
what I'm saying?
Oh, you've been listening to some Megan the Stallion practicing your ebonics? Huh?
Oh no, that's not Ebonics. That's white speak. You know what I'm saying?
No, 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 not really.
Oh, she's beautiful.
That's indeed. I got to practice my white speak.
Why are you getting so offended?
I'm
She is so
I practice
beautiful.
my white speech too. Like, I like a hot latte with a pinch of cinnamon. And can you line the cup with caramel? So I practice my white voice too. So we all practice each other's culture. When I go to Starbucks, I put on my white voice. I like a donut. I like a I like a croissant and a blueberry scone. So yeah, we all practice cultural exchange. So what else is on your mind, Beth? Beth, hop on, dear. Beth, what's going on with your phone, ma'am? All right. Beth, did you drop your pipe on the phone? What's going on with your phone? I don't have you muted. Okay. Is Beth on meth?
Yes, you did have you.
I did.
Yes, you did have me muted. That's really funny.
Mm.
So, for all of the people that are following you, you did have me muted, and that's funny, but it doesn't matter. It's funny because you're so funny anyways. Um, so let's go to coffee shops.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go to coffee shops. So every coffee shop, they're so racist, right?
Why do you say?
Well, you just said they were racist, right? So let's go to those coffee shops. They're so racist. Let's go. I don't think so. I think there's a problem with the response of people, right?
Okay, yeah, I forgot. It's like the end of the month, and people are not getting that good meth. The drug dealers are selling people this stepped on ass dope because the first of the month is, right around the corner. And a lot of people, the drug dealers, usually at the end of the month, the dope is real stepped on. They got to stretch it out before they get the new supply in. So they're cutting this shit with all types of fentanyl. Got these folks out here sounding crazy. Y'all got to stop cutting the dope at the end of the month, man, trying to stretch that shit out. Y'all cutting it too hard. Y'all got these people tweaking. So, stop stepping on the dope like that, guys. Come on. Come on, that package is coming in tomorrow on time, and y'all be all right. You got to step on the shit like that and cut it with all that damn fentanyl, stretching it out. Yeah, the fentanyl be having folks looping. All right, let me get some more folks in here. Hopefully, you're not on the narcotic. Raise your hand if you're not on the narcotic. All right, let's get some non-drug addicts in here. That would be great. What's up, Miss Yoshi? Let's get Yoshi in here. What's up, Miss Yoshi G?
Hey, Tariq, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. How you doing, beloved?
Good. You know, I like to just sit in the listeners, but you had a lot of people tonight, and there was something that was passed in Washington that I realized a lot of people don't know about. I don't know if you know, it's called the Covenant Homeownership Program.
What's that about?
So basically, they passed the law May of 2023, but they officially launched it last year, and it just anybody who was black who lived in Washington state from 1968 or before 1968, because of the like restrictions that were racially um, put against them or impacted them before 1968 Fair Housing Act.
Yeah.
Because of that, they are offering a zero interest loan for down payments and closing costs to anybody who is a descendant or who was actually around at that time,
Wow.
1968. So I realized a lot of people don't know about it. I mean, it's not a lot of black people in Washington,
Yeah.
but if your family is from Washington and you wouldn't mind coming and buying a house here, they are trying to give back in their own way with that loan.
Now, are you in Seattle?
Yeah, I live in Seattle.
Okay. They still got the CD over there.
The CD?
Yeah, over there they had was it the Central District? I think it was called the Central District. Um,
Oh, yes.
was it by Garfield and all that shit?
Hmm.
Okay, okay. I ain't been up there in years. Um, what's the hot spot down in downtown Seattle now? Where did everybody go?
I mean, I moved here for like peace and to raise my family. There's not really many hotspots that I know of. Honestly, Tariq, they're making it like soca and like Afro lounges. There's a lot of immigrant population that are coming in. They're claiming like they're part of Black Seattle.
Oh
So
wow.
they wouldn't be eligible for this covenant homeownership program because their families weren't in Washington in 1968. You know, my family was. So, you know, and there wasn't a lot of Black people. I asked my grandma how many was in her middle school, and she said her and she could think of one other girl.
Oh wow, wow, that's crazy. There you go. But thank you so much, Yoshi. I appreciate that. Everybody, check out that program though. That sounds interesting. Yeah, everybody check that program out if you're up there. I got to get up there to Seattle. I ain't been up there in years. But yeah, my dude, Sir Mix-a-Lot. I was up there when he was getting everything popping. That's how long it's been. Years. A lot of people would go up there from Compton and South Central. So when I went up there, I was up there for a few months. Wasn't a whole bunch of immigrants up there. Seattle was turned the hell up. Nigga, that shit was turned the hell up. It was like a little Compton up there for a minute, man. It was wild.
Hey y'all, I'm having a good time on the beach right now, and you know I had to get my root work on. So you need to get your root work on too at rootworkstyle.com.
You wait,